So in today's short video, I thought I would do a quick overview and closing thoughts video on the Alpha Daytona, which is a very respectable homage to the Paul Newman Daytona that everyone's been talking about. I do have an iPad handy today, so I'll be able to show you this rivet bracelet in action on some of the original watches, which will be quite nice. Key characteristics that I enjoy about this watch is that it's extremely lightweight, very, very easy to wear, goes unnoticed, which is awesome. So while you're wearing it, it feels like there's nothing on your wrist, and that's great for something that's a stainless steel watch. And I think the bracelet plays a big part in the role. I have said this a couple of times, but this bracelet is aftermarket, and I can show you some reference images that will link it to its time period. I have an iPad to show you. So here's an example of a 60s era rivet oyster bracelet. And if I close this and take us back to examples of Daytonas with them, here is one. This is some of the early models with the pushers that weren't screw down as of yet. This is pre-oyster, I'm guessing, a pre-oyster case. But that is an example of a Daytona with a rivet bracelet. It's very nice. Goes to show that time period was quite special. So there's some examples, and if we look at the original, ooh, that's a nice picture. What do we see? This is the first time I've seen this picture. It's very nice and accurate. So we have a pretty good comparison, seeing the two side by side, if the exposure couldn't go the way it does with an iPad on the screen. So that's quite nice. I highly recommend anyone who has one of these to buy a rivet oyster style bracelet. This is a 20 mil that tapers down to 16 or 15, I think it's about 16 millimeters, with just a simple flip block clasp. It does have a little latch on the end, instead of the originals which would have little hook teeth that would be able to fit into the case at the bottom. This is a little bit more efficient, and of course you can tailor the crispness of the closure by adjusting the stainless steel components. So the watch is excellent. It winds very well. It's very accurate. It performs more accurately than most of my automatic watches, mainly because it doesn't have a rotor that spins to wind up that spring all the time, so it allows to stay a lot more consistent. The pushers are great. It performs very well as a chronograph, which we all now see. I'm just going to set it going. I showed you in the last video, but the column wheel is excellent. It's lovely seeing the details. I really enjoy looking at the details of the movement. Though very minimal, it's nice seeing the beating heart behind the watch, which is cool. And let me put it on the wrist and show you what it's like once again. My wrist it's about 7¼ inches in width, and it's very flat, which helps. Having a flat wrist profile obviously helps in a situation, but it doesn't go testing the limits of my wrist. There's a nice overhang for the bracelet to stick around there, and so nice and casual. I mean, this is an everyday watch. You can wear it anywhere and everywhere. And something that I specified in the last review, which was the design review portion of this video, the legibility of the dial is second to none, because you have a very good split between time and chronograph functions. If you want to see the time, it's very readable. What's this now? 35 past 1, or should I say 36 past 1. Very, very readable when you want to see the time, and then when you want to see the chronograph, since it's such a bold color underneath, it's also very easy to read the legibility of the dials, sub-dials. Excellent. And the idea that the tachymeter is stainless steel and polished as opposed to being black, it makes it a lot more subtle overall. So cannot falter it whatsoever. It is an excellent piece, excellent performing piece for the money, and I highly recommend anyone who is interested in getting a homage of the Paul Newman Daytona like I was. I really suggest you pick one up and experience it yourself. So I'd like to thank you very much for watching this clip. I'm just going to let it run over, watch the minute hand. It's very nice. And I'm going to carry on doing a few more closing thought reviews, so if you're interested in having a look at some of those, please stick around. So I'm just going to stop the chronograph at about here and reset. Nice. Anyway, stick around. You'll be seeing some more reviews coming soon. Thanks, and have a good day.